Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are fine. So today we are discussing this question and this question is from the ISS Statistics Paper for 2026 examination. Okay, now today's question looks very simple because it talks about the smokers and the non-smokers, but actually it is testing your understanding of the hazard function and the survival function, two of the most important concepts in the reliability theory and the survival analysis. So instead of rushing to the answer yes or no, we will prove our answer mathematically. Okay, so read the question first. One often hears that the death rate of a person that smokes is at each age twice that of a non-smoker. Does it mean that a non-smoker has twice the probability of surviving a given number of the years as does a smoker of the same age? Justify your answer. Okay. Now, first identify the keyword. The question says death rate, not the probability of death, right? And in the survival analysis, the death rate is actually the hazard function. We denote it by H of T. Okay, so suppose this is the hazard function of a non-smoker. Okay, then according to the question, HST, this is 2H and T. So this simply means at every instant of time, the smoker faces twice the instantaneous risk of dying compared to the non-smoker. Now notice the wording carefully. It talks about the instantaneous risk, not the survival probability. Okay. So this is one of the biggest conceptual traps in the statistics. Students often think like twice the death rate means half the survival probability. This is incorrect. Hazard rate and survival probability are related, but they are not directly proportional. Okay. Now, let us revise an important theoretical result. The survival function is so there is a standard relationship between the hazard and the survival. So remember this formula. It appears repeatedly in the examinations. Okay. Now since HST is 2 into HNT, we substitute this into the survival formula. So therefore, now taking the 2 outside, now use the exponential property. We all know that. So hence we can say whole square. So this is the most important result. Okay. Now substitute the survival probability of a non-smoker is, this is 0.8 and the smoker's survival probability becomes 0.8 whole square. So this is 0.64. Now notice something. The non-smoker survival probability is 0.80 while the smokers is 0.64. So compare, is 0.80 twice of 0.64? No, right? So twice of 0.64 is 1.28, which is impossible since the probabilities cannot exceed 1. So doubling the hazard rate does not double or halve the survival probability. Okay. And the correct relationship is so therefore the survival probabilities are connected through an exponential relationship, not through a simple multiplication. Okay. So this is why we cannot say as non-smoker has twice the survival probability. That statement is mathematically incorrect. Okay. Now, remember one beautiful distinction. If I talk about the hazard function, so it measures the instantaneous risk. So think of it as what is the chance of failing in the next tiny moment. Okay. And if I talk about the survival function, then it measures the overall probability of surviving up to a certain time. It accumulates the effect of a hazard over the entire time interval. Okay, so this is why the hazard is converted into a survival using an integral. Now, why did the examiner ask this question? Because many students confuse about the hazard, death probability and the survival probability. The examiner wants to know whether you understand that, and hazard is an instantaneous quantity, whereas the survival probability is a cumulative quantity, right? So therefore, although the smoker has twice the hazard, that is the death rate, it does not imply that the non-smoker has twice the survival probability. And using the survival function, we obtain this relation. Okay, and thus the relationship between the survival probabilities is quadratic, exponential, not linear. Okay, hence the statement in the question is false. Okay, so this was all about this question. See you in the next session.